I hit up the homie Joey 2K to help me make the best all-around center build on NBA 2K25. This 7-foot center can dribble and ISO, can green, smothered, and lightly contested jumpers, can hit fades consistently while being able to throw full court steamers. We can block shots back to your mama's house, and we can grab rebounds like a horsey. And on top of all that, we can get some fire dunk animations. We are now sponsored by NBA 2K Labs. Check out their site for loads of free content to help make your myplayer, such as badge and animation requirements. Also check out their premium side for the best tested jump shots. Use code JR at checkout for 20% off. Welcome back to the channel, and I hope everyone is having a blessed day. In today's video, I will be showcasing to you guys my 7-foot two-way inside out playmaker. This is a fire all-around center build used for any game mode or play style. I will also be showing you the best jump shot and animations for this build. If you found this video useful, drop a like, drop a sub, and crank them post notice. With all that yapping out the way, let me show you exactly how I made this build. Starting off with this build, I went left-handed, but all this is going to be personal preference. I went center, 7 foot on the height, 239 on the weight with a 7'4" wingspan. For the finishing, we have a 75 cloak shot, which will get you bronze paint prodigy and hook specialist. We have an 80 layup for silver physical finisher, and the Giannis layup style to finish strong when attacking the rim. We have an 87 driving dunk for silver posterizer. I then use my max +1 to make it gold, since posterizer is a tier 2 badge. This gives us all sorts of good contact dunk animations that you see here on the screen. These are all the best finishing endings that I use on this 7-foot build to dominate the paint. We have an 81 standing dunk for those fire pro standing contact animations and for silver rise up. And to finish off this category, we have a 61 post control. The finishing on this build is a lot of fun. You can get some fire contact dunk animations using the dunk meter. You can also finish some hard contested layups with the Giannis layup style. This two-way playmaker is one of those builds that can be a lot of fun to use once you figure out the right animations. We can finish in the paint off the PNR slip. We can get those standing dunk annies off the backdoor cuts. You can even bring the ball up the floor off a missed shot and go for contact dunks with the meter. I would highly recommend that y'all boys use the dunk and layup annies that I showed you and learn to master the dunk meter. For the shooting, we have a 70 mid-range shot. We have an 83 point rating. This gets us silver set shot specialist and bronze deadeye. Here's the jump shot that I use on this build. It's Jonathan Isaac with Beluga and Alex Lynn for the releases. I use release as my visual cue, and I went with a normal release speed. I also use rhythm shooting on this build to shoot more consistent with the lower rating and shooting badges. I use basic as my fade, which gives you a good animation going in either direction. Since I made this build for rec, we have a 78 free throw, and I use the J. Cole Annie on all my builds for easy greens. Shooting on centers using rhythm shooting is really smooth because the big man jumpers are slower and easier to time. This center build can shoot off the spot up, ISO, or the pop. I've also been fading with this build using the basic animation. Basic gives you a good animation while running in either direction. Midi fades are cash, and I occasionally shoot fades from 3 depending on the situation and shot clock using rhythm shooting. Every team needs a good shooting center that can space out the floor and can hit their open shots. For the playmaking, we have an 87 pass accuracy. I then use +2 from hitting starter 3 and from hitting level 44 a 89 pass accuracy. This gives us gold break starter and dimer, silver versatile visionary, and bronze bailout to throw those full court dots off the rebounds. We have a 70 ball handle for bronze unpluggable. If you want the best dribbling annies, I would recommend going 74, but this is an all-around center build. I can still ISO on this build using these sigs. These are the best for a low ball handle rating, and I have a center dribble tutorial coming soon. And to finish this category, we have a 60 speed with ball, which does help those speed boost annies using the right sigs. When I asked Joey to help me make my first ever center build, he made it with the thought to be able to do some sort of dribbling. While this build doesn't get the better sigs like the Giannis crossover that you unlock at starter 4, this build can still cook up using the right animations. Dribbling is my favorite part of 2K, and it's how I have fun on this game. So I always find a way to make my builds with some ability to dribble. You'll be surprised at how fast this big center can move once you boost out of the right animations. I also love the high pass accuracy on this build. It was made with rec in mind, so I like throwing those full court steamers off the inbound or rebounds. I'll occasionally bring the ball up the floor on this build as 2K's baddest point guard. The homie Hezi2K made a fire dribble tutorial on the best way to ISO on a center build. I've been working on getting a lot of those moves down, and I'll be making my own dribble tutorial soon for any of my center demons who want to go crazy on the ISO. I would recommend going with a 74 ball handle if your primary focus is a dribbling center. This center build is more focused at being all around used for any game mode or play style. You can also throw fire dots on this build after the slip from the P&R. For the defense, we have a 82 interior for silver paint patroller and post lockdown to get those stops against paint mashers. We have a 62 perimeter defense for bronze and movable enforcer to help our locks in those P&R situations. We have a 60 steel for bronze interceptor, and we have an 88 block for gold high flame denier and for silver paint patroller and pogo stick. This will allow us to get those nasty block animations. I love how versatile this center build is. At 7 foot, we can hedge on the P&R defense when our lock gets hit by a big Yager. We are fast enough to be able to contest shots or get back into position for rebounds or block shots. You can get some nasty block animations on this build. And the high interior and strength helps us to get stops in the paint. For being a footer, this build moves pretty fast on defense, and this build can be used for any mode or play style. For the rebounding, we have a 73 offensive and a 92 defensive. I then use the rest of my extra attributes for a 96 defensive rebounding. I also use my max +1 badge upgrade to put rebound chaser on legend. This will help us control the paint and horse those rebounds on missed shots. This will also get us Hall of Fame box out beast and gold pogo stick. On top of all the other attributes, this build will have a 96 defensive rebound and legend rebound chaser. This will give you some really good worm annies as you fight for rebounds in the paint. To finish off this build, you can see the physicals on this build to unlock those necessary badges and animations. We have a 71 speed and 60 agility, a 91 strength, and a 80 vertical. I also wanted to show you an overview of this build maxed out with the +6 attributes from starter 3 and hitting level 40. And here is the takeover that I chose on this build. The finishing or shooting takeovers could also be a good fun choice as well. And if you make your build like me, it will come out as a two-way inside out playmaker, which is a fire build name for a 7-foot center. I hope everyone is staying blessed, and thank you for watching.